G'day everyone, Master Rabbit here from CapsuleComputers.com. Today we have Karen Allen here at... hey, how you doing? We're at the Armageddon Expo convention here in Sydney, Australia. Karen is here to promote... You are here to promote yourself? Say hello?
Just to be in Australia.
Just to say, be in Australia and just...
Yeah, with John Rhys Davies and so we just kind of all wanted to come to Sydney and
And say hello. Awesome. Well, Karen, give us a rundown. A lot of people know you from one of the most popular TV, movies ever made, like Indiana Jones. But give us a rundown of how you started in your acting career.
I started off in the theater.
In the theater.
I began to work in the theater in Washington, D.C. I started with an experimental theater company and then moved on to work professionally in the theater. And just by chance, I learned of an audition for what turned out to be Animal House, and that was my first film.
Animal House?
Animal House.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's funny.
So I was cast in Animal House. I played Katie, who was sort of the voice of reason in the film. And that was such a successful film in the United States that people began to offer me, as well as all the other young actors in the film. We got, all of a sudden everybody wanted to work with us in the film world. So it kind of launched us into film, although I continued to work in the theater as well. So I would just go back and forth between theater and film.
Awesome. So, okay, from Animal House, is that when your career took off?
Well, that was it was my very first film, and it allowed me then to do other films. Then I did The Wanderers.
Oh, nice.
And I did a beautiful film called A Small Circle of Friends that was set at Harvard University in the 60s. And then I did, I guess then I got asked to do Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, okay, we'll move on to that. So
sort of more when my film career really...
All right, so run us through quickly how that came about. So you got someone approached you,
Steven Spielberg had seen this film, A Small Circle of Friends, that I had done, and he was also friends with John Landis, who had directed Animal House.
Oh yeah.
So he said he would like to meet me when he was getting ready to cast Raiders of the Lost Ark. I just met him in New York in an office, when he was casting, and he flew me out to Los Angeles to do some screen tests with various actors who were testing for Indy, and they asked me to do the film.
Wow! And how was it? That was the first Indy.
That was the first.
So you kind of you didn't know any of the staff. You didn't know Harrison Ford.
No, I met Harrison. I was actually cast first in the film.
You were the first.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was no Indy yet.
No Indy.
They couldn't figure out who they wanted for Indy, and then it occurred to them, sort of maybe a month or so after I'd been cast to cast Harrison.
Harrison Ford.
I think because he was doing the Star Wars series, they were sure that it would make sense to have Han Solo.
Exactly. Han Solo and Indiana Jones.
Maybe they had thought of Harrison and then decided not to
work it.
Pursue other actors.
So was Harrison the first choice in Indiana Jones?
Oh no, Tom Selleck was cast, and then he had done the the pilot for Magnum PI.
Oh yes.
And had they not picked up the pilot, he would have been Indy.
Wow, that's
picked up the pilot, and the network would not let him out of his contract.
Yes.
So he had to drop out of the role of Indiana Jones.
Right.
And then I auditioned with Tim Matheson, and I auditioned with John Shea.
Yes.
And I've been told that Jeff Bridges was a candidate
as well.
For Indy. Yeah.
Wow.
And I just worked with this wonderful actor. My brain is not today.
Brain freeze. Doesn't matter.
Anyway, there were a lot of actors that auditioned.
Yeah, and in the end, Harrison got it.
Harrison got it.
That's amazing. And so chemistry on stage was great, and everything worked out well.
Yeah.
Did you have any bad moments on stage, on stage while filming Indiana? Yeah. Was it great, or was it perfect, or?
Well, it was the first time that we worked together. We had quite different approaches to acting, because he was coming more out of the film world, and I was coming more out of the theater world, and I loved to rehearse, and I loved to talk a lot about the scenes and stuff. And he was the opposite of that. So it took us a little while, I think, to get a sense of each other as actors. Whereas the second time that we worked together,
it was perfect. It was perfect. That was good. But you weren't in all of the Indies, is that right?
No.
You weren't in all of the Indiana Jones?
No, I was in the first one.
Yep, that's right. I'm just trying to.
They go backwards in time.
Yes.
So my character couldn't have been in the second.
Yes, exactly.
And then when they went forward in time, finally, they brought my character back.
Right, and you were in the latest.
Yes,
okay. Crystal Skull. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, what did you think of that yourself? When you read the script and everything?
I was so touched when I think the first time I read it, I was of course more focused on what they were going to do with my character.
Right.
Because I was actually reading it. Steven Spielberg had me come in and read it because they were asking me to do it, and I was just focused on my own character, and I was so moved by what they had written, where they had us getting married at the end of the film. I was like, oh.
I know, it brought a tear to my eye. Yeah, exactly. I loved it.
And I thought the story was fascinating. I didn't know anything about these crystal skulls. I've since kind of learned a lot about them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fascinating subject matter that we only barely touch on in the film.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you want to do research on these crystal skulls, it's pretty amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, like I know a lot of people that I spoke to said they didn't like that indie because it was like more the futuristic sort of thing, and then normally indie looks for the relics of old times gone by.
Yeah.
And how did you feel about that yourself when you saw it? When you heard and read about it?
I think in my conversations with Steven and George Lucas, because it's set in the 50s, and because we're now moving out of that era of World War II, and the Germans as the enemy, moving into the beginnings of the Cold War and the Russians, and in the United States in the 50s, science fiction was there were a lot of like classic science fiction films that were born into the 50s. And so I think the people who took exception to this film were just taking the whole thing way too seriously. I think that the film is an homage to the films of the 50s, from the moment that Shia pulls up on the motorcycle looking like Brando to all of the kind of wonderful things. It's an homage to 50s filmmaking that I really enjoy.
Yeah, I agree.
It is a little bit of a wild story in terms of those crystal skulls sitting in the gut, but I really like it.
I loved it as well, which was fantastic. That's cool. All right, so moving forward in the future now for yourself, what are you currently, I don't know if you're allowed to say, or what are you currently working on? Are you working on anything at the moment?
When I return from here, I have a film that's opening in New York called White Irish Drinkers.
White Irish Drinkers.
I know, it's redundant.
That's awesome. That's cool. That sounds all right.
Sorry, I don't mean to.
No, that's all cool.
Nothing against the Irish.
No.
I am Irish.
There you go. You could say it. And what's that like?
It's a beautiful film. It takes place in the 70s, in the 1970s, out in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn.
Yep.
It's about an Irish-American family, although not first generation, maybe second or third generation.
Yep.
The father has a pretty severe drinking problem and is quite abusive to his sons.
Yep.
And it's really about the coming of age of these two boys who have grown up in a pretty dysfunctional family, whether or not they're really going to move out into the world and be who they could be in their lives, whether the damage has been done and they're really going to kind of sink more into this world they've grown up in.
Fair enough.
It's quite beautiful.
Awesome. So how long did that production take to do that one?
It was actually a pretty quick shoot. It's
really?
an independent film.
Oh, okay.
It was shot for very little money in about 18 days.
Wow.
In New York.
Is that all?
But but it's come out beautifully.
That's good.
It's winning awards.
Will we be expecting it down here in Australia as well?
I hope. I mean, what'll happen is it'll open now, and it'll depend. Probably whether it comes here will depend a lot on how successful it is.
Okay, that's fine. That's great. Alrighty. One question we have to ask. We always have to throw it in. At CapsuleComputers.com, we love our video games. Now, Karen, do you play video games? Have you played video games? Have you ever touched a video game in your life?
It's just not my thing.
It's not your thing?
It's not my thing, no. To sit and do this, I'm a more active person.
Okay.
I like to move around.
Fair enough. That's okay. What about...
I can sit and watch films, but video games are not my son. I have a son who's 20 now.
Oh, yeah?
So he certainly grew up being enamored of video games, but I was kind of strict in the video game department because I knew a lot of his friends who were just like, they spent their whole weekend sitting in the basement doing things, and I thought, no, this can't be good.
Yeah.
So I made this very strict rule. He could only play games where he didn't kill anything that looked vaguely like a human being. He could kill monsters or, zombies.
Yep, zombies are fine. Yep, fine.
I did like the video games that you stand and play in like arcade.
Oh, the pinball ones?
You know which one I loved?
Which one?
What was it called? Space Invaders.
Oh, Space Invaders! Yeah, awesome. So that's retro. That's cool.
That was a great one.
Yeah, that's cool. But that probably
really old.
Space Invaders. That's good enough. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Okay, well, cool. We got that answer out there.
Asteroids.
Yeah, that's it.
Really work up a sweat.
Awesome. Well, Karen, thank you very, very much for this interview.
Oh, you're welcome.
You got any final words?
Final words. Let's see.
Be good to your mother.
Oh, hello, Mom.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, Karen. All right. Master Abbott signing out from CapsuleComputers.com. Thank you.